Emma purposely set out, I feel like, to take everything that Manny ever had that she liked, including the guys that she liked. I believe that Emma was one of the worst friends on Degrassi because the friendship would never end, and Emma just kind of followed Manny around all the way until they got to college, and I just feel like that is absolutely horrendous. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria Willis, and I am a Degrassi fan. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be doing more of these, so please like and subscribe below. And let's get into the video. And yes, I do have a teddy bear behind me. I definitely want to give Canada its props. Really beat out all the other teen shows at the time, and it still does. Like, watching teen shows now, it's not the same as it was on Degrassi because the drama was realistic. It was realistic. Like when JT got, I don't want to, okay, spoilers alert, spoilers alert. I watched all of them for the most part. I watched the kids of Degrassi Street, Degrassi High, Degrassi The Next Generation, and I watched Degrassi Next Class. So you love the acting because it was like they're real teenagers. This was the last time you had real 14 to 17-year-olds on screen. Best choice possible for Degrassi too, because I think they handled the content to the best of their abilities for a 16-year-old, which if you were 16 going through these same things, it was pretty realistic. The one relationship I cannot sit through to save anybody's life, including my own, is, let me see, hollyj and Declan. hollyj and Declan had the most boring relationship I have ever witnessed, okay? Like, it wasn't cute to me. The beginning wasn't cute to me. The end of it wasn't cute to me. Which brings me to the fact that I really didn't like the Fiona and Imogen relationship that much. It's something about that entire Fiona and Declan family, that whole, like, they're super rich. It was super, they were preppy. It didn't even go with the whole Degrassi feel. I did like when hollyj was going through the whole, like she was being affected by the fact that she was significantly less wealthy than her boyfriend and her best friend, who at the time was Fiona. I did like that. So I like Ashley. I like the friendship between Jimmy and Spinner. Spinner is my favorite person. I had a crush on Spinner when I was younger. Paige, Spinner and Paige were cute together, I felt like. All his other relationships weren't the deal. When I found out that he married Emma, it was kind of like ruined it for me. Emma and Sean should have been together just because it was like, y'all been together for this long. So, and Sean always progressively got better throughout the years. He was one of those characters that I just feel like Sean never disappointed. So I like Spinner as a character. I preferred him solo than anything. Whenever he had a girlfriend, it just went, you just be like, okay. And Spinner really was a good boyfriend. Like, he really tried with his girlfriends, okay? He really put in that effort. I'm sure there was a couple of times where we were like, Spinner, what are you doing? But for the most part, Spinner put in that effort. I'm convinced that Manny and Emma had a fake friendship the entire time, and that they really were in competition with each other, because Emma was jealous. Emma purposely set out, I feel like, to take everything that Manny ever had that she liked, including the guys that she liked. I believe that Emma was one of the worst friends on Degrassi because the friendship would never end, and Emma just kind of followed Manny around all the way until they got to college, and I just feel like that is absolutely horrendous, because imagine having pest on your back, like, that won't leave you alone and who constantly makes you believe that you guys are friends when she's gonna do you dirty at the end consistently. Like, Emma was on some real, Emma was top tier manipulator. That's the one thing about Degrassi. And Degrassi, you're never actually fully held accountable for anything. So in terms of good storylines, Craig Manning probably had the best storyline of all time, okay? I never hated Craig. I think his portrayal of mental health was a declining mental health at that, was one of the best I have ever seen. He made me believe that Craig had really inherited trauma along with mental health issues from his father, one, abusing him, and from his father's own issues that he was dealing with, Craig really made me believe that all of that had inherited down to him, and that is why he was making the decisions that he had. Like, his agency, his ability to make decisions was really influenced by his past and his lack of help when it came to understanding how to maneuver along with his mental health. I do think Ellie and Craig were one of the cuter relationships on there, but like, Ellie was put through so much because of Craig and addicted to Craig. She thought Craig was top two. She thought he was cream of the crop, and it really took a lot in her to like realize, like, Craig, you have actual issues. Like, I can't even be with you. I feel like Ellie was always just really sweet. I feel like her friends never really cared for her the way she deserved to be cared for. Except Marco. Like, I really feel like her only true friend was Marco the whole time, but I need to rewatch it again so I can really see. I'm not gonna hold you, I pretty much skipped through the whole Emma, Manny, Liberty in college thing, because I didn't even like the fact that they all went to college together. They all went to college together, and then they had Liberty as a side character, and I just felt like, why? Hazel and Shantae gave it their best shot, but they just didn't get the love and appreciation that's needed to really shine through in Degrassi. Where Liberty, when they really built up that Liberty and JT relationship, and that's why I have love for it. My all-time favorite relationship was Eli and Claire. Eclare was the best relationship of all time. I'm not even gonna talk about the other ones. We can talk about the other ones later. Okay, there has never been a relationship on TV to match what Eli and Claire had for each other. The people that read Wattpad, who wrote Wattpad, they acted like Claire Edwards. Now again, it depends on what Wattpad you were reading, like what stories on Wattpad. More of a gothic vampire, like the kids that literally was at home rewriting Twilight fanfiction, basically, is what Claire Edwards, that's who I imagine those kids actually were. I believe that they were Claire Edwards behind the screen. And Eli Goldsworthy, the perfect bad boy. A lot of times I feel like TV gets the bad boy wrong. That's not what we wanted. We wanted Eli Goldsworthy. He was willing to stick up for himself and others. In the beginning seasons, when he was having that problem with that one dude, I can't even remember, when he was having problems with that one dude, he was really trying his best to hold up his own, okay? I really feel like, and he could take a punch too, he could. I really feel like Eli was so toxic. I don't know if the way Degrassi handled him and his mental health was really the best thing. Like, I don't know if that would fly now we were watching it. I think Claire reacted appropriately to Eli. Even when she tried to like break up with him, it was very concerning when Eli went ahead and when he ran his car off the road. Or did he crash? I think he crashed his car at one of the many traumatic dances that Degrassi High had, which makes no sense how Degrassi even continued to have dances if everybody knows. If you watch Degrassi, you know everything blows up at the dance. Everybody gets exposed. You're probably gonna get stabbed. You might get shot at. The punch is poisoned. Someone's gonna tie somebody up. Someone's gonna get caught. Like, it's in the back room. All of a sudden there's a bunch of steam rooms that kids like to go to. Like, it's the place where everything happens. Like, when you watch Degrassi enough times, you know. But yeah, now that I'm older, I'm kind of like, what would you do if you try to break up with a guy and he crashes his car with him in it? Like, she literally went to the hospital and this man had a whole entire neck brace on, and it was kind of just like, how do you even deal with that? So I want to say almost that like Eli and Claire's relationship at the time, to me, it was so cute. Like, I still believe that Eli and Claire really had, it's out of Degrassi, that was my favorite relationship still to this day, just because of all the stuff that went into it. But thankfully I've come to the realization, like, it was so toxic. Eli and Claire's relationship was literally built on trauma, and it's not cute. It's not cute. It's not wanted. It's not favored. I don't think I could ever want that. I don't want that ever for myself. This woman, everything was built up, and I guess they kind of always was like, well, yeah, they're going through trauma, but at least they're going through trauma together. And it was like, no, no, no. Like, if that's what it takes to be with someone, no. And they were just toxic forever. And then the ending, Claire was like, you know, I just want to be by myself a little bit during her graduation, like the end of it. And Eli was like, okay, you know. And then they kind of just like decided to take a break, but they were always going to be there for each other. And I really would like an update, like, from the actors themselves. Like, as an actor, like, when you were reading that script at the time, like, because everyone loved Eli and Claire, or at least that's what I'm under the impression, that, like, Eli and Claire was always, even Miss Mojo, like, they rated it, like, the #1 relationship, I think, Eli and Claire. Everybody knows the Eclaire fandom was humongous, and really, it probably was mostly thanks to Tumblr. Like, Eli literally began the story, like, his storyline began with the fact that his girlfriend, his childhood girlfriend at the age of 15 got ran over. Like, the relationship has been very, very rocky and very scary. So as a child, I really loved the relationship, but now as I'm getting older, I'm just kind of like, dang, that was really toxic and that was really problematic. So I do have love for Eli and Claire. I do think they're one of the best relationships I've seen, but toxic at best is how I can describe it.